one of those cool songs is Just the Two of Us, Grover Washington Jr. featuring Bill Withers. Let's learn it. The song is really not that difficult as far as, say, number of chords. Now, if you want to do all these little nuances as just a solo singer-guitarist to try out as much flavor as possible, it gets a little tricky. We'll get into all that. So first of all, you just have to remember this. If you want to play it in the original key, it's C sharp major 7 to C7 to F minor 7. Now that little figure is going to happen again. C sharp major 7, C7 to F minor 7. Now in between, I'm going to do it again, but in between that, I'm going to do what's called a 2-5-1, or just the 2-5. And the 2-5 is going to be a D sharp minor 7 to a G sharp 7. And then from there, I do that first figure again, C sharp major 7, C7, F minor 7. So I'm repeating those chords, but now in this lower register. We play all of those, just kind of plucking them. Okay? Now, that's for the verse. When you do the chorus, you're going to add one extra chord. It's sort of a chromatic, you're doing some chromaticism. And that is just the same chords essentially, just the two of us. We can make it go down a half step if you try. Now I'm back to that 2-5-1. So I just went from this F minor 7, instead of down to the 2-5, I went down a half step to E minor 7, to D sharp minor 7, and then to the G sharp 7, and back to the C sharp major 7, C7, and F minor 7. So let me kind of sing that and play it, and I'm going to do some finger picking. So instead of showing you how I would do it, kind of listen to the feel of the song and then, incorporate your own finger picking. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those raindrops in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Okay, now when I go to the chorus, same thing, but remember I do that chromatic movement. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. That is essentially the tune. Now, let's add some nuances, some middle section, some flavor, kind of make it even jazzier, shall we? Okay, so you can, first of all, you can add the bass line. Remember the bass line? Well, how do you do that? Well, you've got to compromise a little. To play that C major 7, you want to play it like this so you have a little finger available. Or, okay, so I'll do that again. So you're just adding the bass line with your fingers as much as you possibly can while still maintaining the chords. And it's not perfect, as you can tell. So that's one little nuance you can add if you want to, just to change things up. All right, that middle section is a little tricky. It descends from a C sharp major 7 to a C7, and then to a B major 7 to a sharp 7, and then to A major 7, etc. It's going down that way. So, like this. And you'll play actually these top 3 strings and your thumb. Put your little finger down here on the 11th fret. On the 2nd string, 11th fret, 9th fret, and then 10th fret on the 3rd string. Do your C7, but do it just like this. I'm hammering my little finger, not hammering, I'm plucking on the 11th fret on the 2nd string. If you want to do a full C7, that's fine, but you're not really going to hit this 5th string, so same thing. But now I'm going to the B major 7. Whoops. And then an A sharp 7. Then to an A major 7. To a G sharp 7. And then a C sharp major 7. So I pluck the 5th through the 2nd, and then the top string, and then I go all the way up to this F sharp major 7, and I'm going to put my little finger on this high D sharp. Okay. So that was, let's try that again. Whoop. Now in the song, then the saxophone player goes an octave lower and does that. Well, I tried to figure out a way to do that and it just doesn't sound right. So just repeat this again. So let's do that. Very tricky. I need to practice it, but that's how you do it if you want to add that middle section. So if you want to maybe add some other chords to spice it up a little, do this. I see the crystal raindrops fall. This is a D sharp minor 9 to basically a G sharp 13, essentially. And then when you go to this C7, you can also do a C7 flat 9 to F minor. So that's one thing. And when you're doing the chorus, instead of doing the F minor 7, do an F minor 9 and go chromatic down. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just the two of us. Okay, so to the G sharp 13. So another thing you can do is on like the second time through on a verse, instead of going down to the F minor here, come all the way back up to the F minor up here and do this type of a lick. Let me just demonstrate it. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Something like that. Okay, then another thing that you can do, just to add your own flavor, if you're playing again as a solo singer-guitarist, you want to make things interesting. So because it's in F minor, when you get down to this F minor, you can do the F minor pentatonic scale, just do some cool like bass licks. So here's the F minor pentatonic scale. First fret, fourth fret, first fret third, first fret third, first fret third, first fret fourth, first fret fourth. This is a real simple. Okay, so you can do something like this. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. And all I did was I went 5th string, 1st fret, hammer on to the 3rd, 4th string, hammer on to the 3rd. And that is an F note, so I'm ending on the root. Okay, again. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. Or something like that. Just do anything. Is when the sun comes shining through. You know, you're just running through the F minor pentatonic scale and just doing cool licks. Now, of course, that doesn't happen on the album at all. But you're doing your own thing because you want to add some interest. Okay, thanks a lot. What a cool tune, right? Anyway, appreciate you swinging by and checking it out. I hope those little nuances within the framework of those 8 basic chords will help you to make this song really cool when you sing it and play it as a solo singer-guitarist. Okay, thanks again. Subscribe if you haven't, and come back at the next video. See you later. Bye-bye.